Hi, my name is Patrick Moran, and I will be demoing how to use the Whetstone Knife Sharpening Kit from the Idea Lab. I work here in the Idea Lab. This is one of our take-home kits, so I will show you how to use it. It all comes in this box, and what you've got is a whetstone that has two sides, a 1000 and a 6000 side. You start on the lower grit, 1000, and we're going to work our way up to the finer side. Comes with this rubber no-slip grip that slides onto the whetstone to keep it from sliding around. And then we have this wood block, also with rubber on the bottom, and that goes on your table to keep it from sliding around. And then the other thing that comes with it is this angle guide. So this slips onto the back of your knife, and it holds your knife at the correct angle as you push it across. If you're too steep or too shallow with your angle, you're not going to sharpen your knife effectively. If you're too steep, you're going to break away a lot of metal. If you're too shallow, you're not actually going to sharpen it. So that's kind of the angle you want to hold it at, but if you don't want to use the angle guide, you can take it off and just kind of go freehand with it. Important to note, the whetstone should be wet when you use it, so you want to soak it in water for at least 10 minutes before you use it. I had this soaking for about an hour before I used it. So like I said, it was already soaking, so you're good to take it out. You want it to be wet. We will put water on it throughout as we use it so that we're keeping it wet while we are using it. Like I said, we're going to start on the red side, and all you're going to do is going to do about 5 to 8 passes on both sides of the blade. Depending on how little of an edge you have, you can do more or less, or you can repeat that whole process, and then once we've done it on this side, we'll do it on the other side. So the difference between a whetstone and a honing stick that you see chefs use, or one of those devices where you pull your knife through, those are honing the blade, and that they're taking an edge that already exists and just kind of re-straightening it so you can cut again. A whetstone is actually taking metal off the knife and making a new edge for it. So you have to do this if you have a knife that you haven't sharpened in a really, really, really long time, which is my case. I hadn't sharpened my knives in over 6 years, which is really, really bad. You definitely want to keep them sharper than that. Once they're sharp, then you can just use one of those honing sticks every time before you use it, or one of those pull-throughs once a week, and you'll keep your edge for a lot longer. But if, like me, you didn't know you're supposed to do any of that, then you come to the whetstone, and like I said, we're just going to hold it at that angle and slide it forward and across. So I'm starting at the back with the back of the knife there, and as I'm moving forward and pressing, I'm trying to make sure I get the tip of the knife there as well. So I saw I wasn't quite getting it. And then you can either, to get the other side, you can either flip over the knife and you can pull it back towards yourself, or you could use your other hand, depending on how comfortable you are with your other hand, and still be sliding it forward and away. So again, once you've done that a few times, and I don't know if you can see, the water is a little cloudy. That's the metal that's actually come off. But once we've done that a few times, we can dry our blade, and then we can flip the whetstone to the other side to do the finer side. And all these instructions are in the little instruction sheet that comes with the kit, but still thought we'd demo. And we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And anytime you feel it getting a little crunchy or dry, just put more water on it. You want the whetstone to be wet throughout. All right, so we've gone on both sides. We've gone a few times on both sides, taken a good deal of metal off. Let's give it the paper test like they do in the infomercials and see if we can slice a piece of paper with no trouble. And hey, what do you know? All right, so there we go. It's, I can't believe it worked that well, but there we go. That's all there is to it. So this is a kit, just like a book or a DVD. You can check it out. You can put a hold on it if somebody does have it checked out, and you'll use it at home. Be sure to soak it. Be sure to follow the instructions. Use the edge guide if you need to make your kitchen knives as good as new. Happy sharpening, and thank you for choosing the Idea Lab, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.